guys, it's your girl Miss Brittany M, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be sharing all of the mommy tips that I've been receiving so far from you all, straight from Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, please make sure you do, at Miss Brittany M, the same name as my YouTube channel. I am going to be asking you guys a bunch of very important questions that I feel I need to know, that I want to learn more of, and that I'm just curious about. And so it's really nice to have a lot of you guys share some of your home remedies, your family traditions, and how you feel when it comes to raising a child, because we all know it takes a village. Okay, so this day on Instagram I asked you guys for your most important mommy tips, and you guys shared a lot, so let's get straight to it. So the first one says, when baby comes, do what you feel is right. I did opposite of everything I had quote unquote planned, LOL. Now this one kind of scares me because I'm a planner. DC's a planner, and we have everything planned out to the T. Like when it comes to, I have a list of people that I feel comfortable watching my child. I have a list of things I don't want to repeat. I have, you know, my birth plan. I have like certain things that I feel are very important for me to keep in order and in line, and then DC has to sign off on it or agree with it, and then once he agrees, it's stamped. So when sis told me like everything you plan may not even go as planned, it kind of made me nervous, but I'm sure that is the truth, so I don't know. Just always do what you want and feel is best for you and your baby, period. Now this one I'm half and half about, because one part of me is like, you're right, this is my baby, this is my child, and as the parent it's up to me to decide what's best for the child. But I feel like we would be very open to guidance and advice and tips, especially from parents already. But I don't know, because at the same time we're headstrong. I just don't want us to think that we know it all and then we miss out on a great lesson either for us or our child. So I don't know. And then I think with both of us being so family oriented, we have a couple friends that are like that, where like they just feel like they know it all and they rather not, like they're just a little prideful. I feel like with my parents and with his parents, I think we're in good hands, and I really wouldn't mind taking advice from them. So I don't know, that's up in the air. The thing is, enjoy the moments and sleep when baby sleeps. That's a good one. I've been hearing that a lot, to sleep when baby sleeps, so I'm gonna write that one down. Next is, remember there's no guide for motherhood. There's no right or wrong. Take it one step at a time. That scares me. And I think because my mother is a therapist, and knowing how easily your childhood can, it's like a domino effect. You know, what you lack as a child, you overgive as an adult. Things that happen to you as a child, especially when it comes to siblings, like one sibling may digest that situation or scenario a completely different way from the other sibling. It's just scary. Like being a parent is scary, because you know that you are going to be the main factor as to how that child grows up and how that child communicates and interacts with other people and dates, and it's just wild. Like having that much influence on someone is an honor. I can say that it's definitely an honor, but it's pressure. It's pressure, I can say. Is get baby used to sleeping in their crib and you'll never have a problem. That is something I really do need to look up. I would love for you guys to comment below and let me know, how do you feel about that? How did that go for you? And if you guys have any like cool websites or blog articles for me to check out, please don't hesitate to share. Sleep train your baby as soon as possible. Mine is 9 months and I'm still rocking him to sleep. I don't know anything about sleep training, so share that with me as well if you guys have any tips. The next is, recognize any signs of PPD and don't be scared to get help. It's completely normal. Postpartum depression. Yeah, PPD, postpartum depression. So that is also a big thing that I am not worried about. because I know it also can be pretty normal, but that's one thing that I am going to try my best to be mindful of. Me and DC have done a bunch of research. We read a lot of books, and we kind of had this game plan together when it comes to postpartum depression. And this is for any of you guys who are also pregnant. What we have learned is that when it comes to postpartum, 3 things that really like affect that or trigger that or enhances that whole stage is not having enough support, not having enough sleep, and having to make very big decisions so quickly. And so a part of us being planners, we have tried our best to literally make every decision we feel we will need to make now. So when it comes to the baby getting circumcised, vaccines, finishing the nursery room, who's going to help us in those first couple months, our work situations, our schedules, like we're basically trying to plan everything now so I don't have to make a lot of hard decisions, you know, when the time comes. And then we work very close with our midwife to make sure we don't have to answer or decide on any health related stuff. You know, like just making sure nothing just comes up at us randomly. So that's 1. 2, as far as getting enough sleep and getting enough support, I'm literally just putting that in God's hands. And I think with us deciding to sacrifice and move in with my parents, we have more than enough help and support, and I'll definitely be able to sleep. So I feel good about it. So maybe if you guys are in the same situation as me and you're pregnant and you're trying to navigate that whole thing, just think about that. See, make the dad do just as much work as you do, because these men take delight in being lazy fathers. Whew, well, I am blessed and highly favored. I have a very, very, very involved partner. And it's so crazy because I remember when I first got pregnant, I was watching this YouTube video, and the woman was basically saying that men don't feel like parents until the baby actually arrives. And my experience was the exact opposite. The day I found out I was pregnant, DC not only moved in to be with me throughout these 9 months. He has done so much research. He has been so involved in like putting in so much effort and putting in so much research when it comes to meal prepping, buying healthier products, keeping up with our app week to week, asking a bunch of questions when it comes to my appointments, setting up the nursery room, stacking as much money as he can, and just making this whole transition as easy as possible. And I'm just so thankful for that, because even when I go to my appointments week by week, the nurses and the midwife, they always compliment my partner and how involved and positive he is. And that's one area I can say I am definitely blessed. He has become a parent as soon as I told him I was pregnant, and I'm very thankful for that. But that is also a great point that she mentioned, where a lot of dads do pick up the slack later on. So maybe if you guys are pregnant, you may want to sit down with your partner and have that conversation, just so you don't feel alone, or you don't feel like during the pregnancy you're the only one going through everything by yourself. Go with the flow and listen to your gut when it comes to your baby and his needs. I really like that, and I love the thought of going with your gut, because we are first-time parents. I already know that there's going to be so many different things that we're not going to think about. One of the things for me, I'm just going to share it. I think about when the child is at that age where they start to watch like regular TV. For me, I remember being a kid and loving Maury and Jerry Springer, but I just remember at that time TV wasn't as transparent as it is now. And so even as I'm watching Christmas movies, there's so many gay couples and like gay sex scenes. And I want my child to be very open and accepting of all people, period. But I just feel like at such a young age, it can be very confusing and very confusing. So that's one thing I do think about. Another thing I think about is raising a child down south. Because I'm not from down south and I didn't grow up down south, I know there's going to be different conflicts and scenarios that my child will experience that I just won't really relate to. So that's where his dad is really gonna have to come in and step up. But yeah, it's just interesting, so we'll see. Thing is, if you do the pacifier, do it only for crying. It calmed my son down, but he did get attached. That is one thing we are thinking about. As of right now, we don't know how we feel about using a pacifier, but from our experience, you're gonna need the pacifier. Like, the baby is gonna wild out, act the fool, and the only thing that will soothe or calm that baby is a pacifier. But at the same time, I don't want them getting so used to a pacifier. But then again, you can put all the rules down, but then when somebody else watches your child, they're gonna stick a pacifier in their mouth. So I don't know. Comment below, let me know what you guys think about the pacifier thing. So remember your dreams and goals and love yourself. I absolutely loved this piece of advice, because I feel like when it comes to postpartum being prolonged, like when your child is 1 year old and 2 years old and 3 years old, and then your child is 5, and you are completely stuck in life and you're not happy in your relationship, and you just feel like you're failing as a parent, and you're just very unhappy with your life, you don't feel fulfilled. I think it's because, and I'm just guessing, that you get so consumed with being a great mom that you forget to be good to you. You forget about your own dreams and your own goals, and you know, you spend less time with your own friends doing your own thing. And so that's one thing I am going to take extremely serious, is making sure I'm making time for self-care and my own friends and my YouTube channel and my online business. Just making sure I'm doing what makes me happy outside of my marriage and my kid. So y'all hold me accountable, because I know that sounds good, but then I know when the baby gets here, just hold me accountable. Stick to a schedule. Since my baby boy was born, 8 has been bedtime, even if he has a nap. I actually love that. I love that advice. So I have to look up how that works with the whole like sleep training and schedules and such, but I love that. Communication with your man for help. Don't try doing everything on your own. Y'all already know sis gonna speak up regardless, period. I told DC when I dropped this baby, after these 9 months, the baby is yours. He has your name, he got your face. It's just y'all two for 20. Y'all go hang out, y'all go have fun, y'all go do what y'all do, y'all go bond, y'all do skin to skin, do what y'all gotta do, because Mama Bear, I just want to have a drink, a glass of wine, preferably Long Island, top shelf, with some tacos, and I want to sleep. I think that's what I'm most excited about, to be honest. Try pumping ASAP, like yesterday, girl. That way you have an inventory when he's born. So that is my plan, is to pump in store. I don't technically want to breastfeed, but I definitely want to pump. So I'll keep that in mind. Have a trusted circle of mom friends to vent to. Allow baby's dad to develop his own groove. I love this advice. I definitely need mom friends. And it's kind of hard. This is gonna sound like shade, but it's hard for me to find mom friends who still value tradition and who are building a career at the same time, because I noticed there is a huge difference between stay-at-home moms and then moms who are actually still actively in their careers. And so I don't necessarily want mom friends who are just YouTubers, or who just sell stuff on Instagram, or who have like rich boyfriends and they just like are moms full-time. Like, you know what I mean? I want mom friends that actually value, y'all know, like me, like very career oriented. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I need to find mom friends who are career oriented at the same time, so we can relate and we can discuss and we can talk and we can, you know, yeah, mine. Also, don't stress too much and have all these expectations. Enjoy the journey. I think that's gonna be the hardest part for me. My mom has been forcing me to literally, like, it's okay if you don't have everything planned. It's okay to just take it day by day. Like, it's all right. So I have to remember that. Invest in the perfect swaddle. It's so helpful in the newborn stages. I don't know anything about this swaddle stuff, and this is like the third person to say that. So if you guys have any good links to some swaddles, please comment below. Stay off of Google. It will freak you out and have your nerves bad. I think for me, it's really staying off of YouTube. Watching everybody's like delivery story and 4th trimester experience, it freaks me out. So I think I just need to relax off of YouTube. Last one, don't be so hard on yourself when you feel like you are not doing things perfect. I love that advice. I'm just so excited, guys. I feel really good, and I am just so happy that I have you all helping me out, giving me as much advice as you can. And that was just on my stories on Instagram. A lot of you guys were sending me personal emails and personal DMs, and I thank you for that. And I really thank those of you who have been sharing your personal stories. So I love you guys so much. Please comment below any links or tips and more advice that you can share. And yeah, I'm just really excited for this journey. So I'm sending all my love. Adios.